if now they have not even formed a credible alliance, and the people they want to fight, they are more or less, like APC is more or less moving like people of a particular religion that goes from one house to the other, preaching, converting people into their parties. They're not only converting individuals, they're practically flipping states that are traditionally PDP to the APC. Look at Delta State. Just, unprovoked, moved to APC. The governor of Akwa Ibom State, it's more or less already one leg in. What is just left for him to announce it, that he's now in the APC. He has already said it more or less, like he has said it. What am I even saying? He has said it. The only thing left is that he has not done it. Like the body language of every other state, even the PDP states, the ones that are not even looking like they will flip to APC, they are all looking like they're going to align with the APC. And as it stands now, APC is not even looking like they're going to bring any candidate to oppose Tinubu. It's like Tinubu is going to be like a sole contender. So is that kind of person that you're saying that is not going to win? So I saw this video where former FCT minister, who was the former governor of Kaduna State, I'm talking about Malam Nasir El-Rufai, was saying that Tinubu does not have any pathway to victory in 2027, that, anybody who thinks that Tinubu is going to win is more or less disconnected from the realities. And I'm like, what is Malam saying that we are not seeing? Because I'm not here to say whether Tinubu is going to win or is not going to win. But I'm particularly, more interested in how Malam Nasir El-Rufai came to that conclusion, because the realities on ground says otherwise.
Anybody that thinks that it is possible for President Bola Tinubu to get re-elected is living in another country, not Nigeria. It is impossible for Bola Tinubu to get re-elected. I don't see a pathway for him, no matter how disorganized the opposition is. Who will vote for him? So, but, that's my opinion.
Like, Nigeria is gradually turning into a one-party state, because the governors of PDP states who are supposed to play viable opposition are all defecting to the APC. And the APC is the ruling party, is Tinubu's party. So what it means is that if these states are controlled by the APC, they're more or less going to work for the president. So as it stands now, Malam Nasir El-Rufai is trying to form an alliance with a former PDP candidate, Atiku Abubakar, and former Labour Party presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi. So far, we've not really heard whether that alliance, has come to be. But if now they have not even formed a credible alliance, and the people they want to fight, they are more or less, like APC is more or less moving like people of a particular religion that goes from one house to the other, preaching, converting people into their parties. They're not only converting individuals, they're practically flipping states that are traditionally PDP to the APC. Look at Delta State. Just, unprovoked, moved to APC. The governor of Akwa Ibom State, it's more or less already one leg in. What is just left for him to announce it, that he's now in the APC. He has already said it more or less, like he has said it. What am I even saying? He has said it. The only thing left is that he has not done it. So which states are controlled by these people? Like the body movements or the body language, more or less. I think the body language, that's the word, of every other state, even the PDP states, the ones that are not even looking like they will flip to APC, they are all looking like they're going to align with the APC. And as it stands now, APC is not even looking like they're going to bring any candidate to oppose Tinubu. It's like Tinubu is going to be like a sole contender. So is it that kind of person that you're saying that that is not going to win? Like, I'm genuinely asking, because I'm not even here to either want him to win or don't want Tinubu to win. No, because I just really want to know how he came to that conclusion, because the realities on ground, they are totally different. Like, Nigerians have more or less given up hope, because the political drama and the things happening, they've just given up, because the people, the PDP, that are supposed to be a viable opposition, that's supposed to be the ones to give us hope, they are not even, their house is not even together. And the alliance that Malam Nasir El-Rufai they want to form, we are not even seeing it. So if 2 years to 2027, that part is not settled, and you see APC doesn't look like they have any internal problems, it's like they're just moving freely, they're just like, it's like they're at peace. And nothing makes a political party set for victory when they are all together, because it's looking like they're all speaking one language. PDP have not been able to do a convention. At the national level, they are fighting who is the national secretary, who is not, who Supreme Court is giving, who Supreme Court is not giving. And you see, that is also one of the reasons that the governor of Akwa Ibom State, even if we all know that they all want to decamp, but he made it one point that I'm going to, like, be fair to him. He said something that he doesn't want to work so hard, become the, eventually wins, and on technical grounds, they will disqualify his candidacy, or they will disqualify his victory. Why? Because the person who signed his form is the illegitimate, national secretary. If maybe a particular PDP national secretary or chairman signs your form when you pick your form as like a governorship candidate or maybe senatorial candidate, and maybe there are two people fighting for that position, and when they eventually get to the maybe highest court ruling gives that the person who signed your form is not the real chairman or not the real national secretary, that invalidates your victory. So whoever the court says is the real chairman or the real secretary is the form that person signed. The forms, those are the ones that will now be the legitimate, candidates, or the victory automatically transfers to them, and that leaves you, with nothing. So that part, that's only the part that I try to understand with the Akwa Ibom State governor, because there is really a point there. Because if PDP cannot put their houses together, it's not one person that want to come and, I wouldn't want to be the person who will eventually suffer for it. So I get that part. In as much as politicians, they always want to get out the reasons why they are doing what they have to do, especially when they want to do anti-party, when they want to defect and all of that. But hey, that is a point. However you look at it, that is a point. So I don't know why PDP cannot just put their acts together and play a viable opposition. There is a problem. If you leave me as it stands today, my opinion, Tinubu does not look like he has anybody who will oppose him, either from another party or from, first of all, in his party, they're not even going to bring out anybody to oppose him. So he's already the sole candidate of APC. So tell me who looks like the other person who can win. Now, Obi still has that clout, still has that following. But the party, where is he going to stand? That's the problem, because as it stands now, the only state controlled by the Labour Party is Abia State. All the senators in that went to the National Assembly under the Labour Party, a lot of them, they've all defected to the APC. So we are a state that is gradually moving towards a one-party state, and all of them are moving towards the party of the president. That's the one that Malam Nasir El-Rufai is saying he doesn't stand a chance of winning 2027 presidential election. Like, I am really, really, interested. I'm really, really curious to know how he came to that conclusion, because all the indicators are really in his favor as it stands now. Even though economy-wise, some people are saying, people have their reservations about how the last 2 years has been, right? But we all know that when it comes to election, that part really doesn't affect election, or our electoral process, our electoral system is built in such a way that we cannot use that to choose our candidate. I don't know how to explain it, but somehow they find a way, they manipulate and they win. So, Nasir El-Rufai, who are the people in your camp? Who are the people you're working with? Because as it stands now, all the states are, even the north, that a lot of people are saying northern votes, is looking like, as in, you have not really shown us that the northern bloc votes, that you're controlling it, or you guys have control in a way. All the states in the north are all APC states, more or less. Even the states that are PDP, they are all looking like they're going to work for the president. So, Malam, come again. Like, it's so sad that it's looking like we are helpless. We don't have a choice. It is what it is. To remove this president, to remove Tinubu 2027, goes way beyond just sitting down and talking. It goes way beyond that. Groundwork. Because even them that are in a comfortable position, they are still working. Like I said, they are moving like, they are more like preachers. They are moving from state to state, converting people, preaching, and getting people into their fold. And you're sitting on TV saying that it doesn't look like it. Maybe there is a strategy that you are not saying. Of course, maybe that's your own secret strategy. You don't have to tell anybody. Maybe on that ground, though, because what we are seeing or what we are feeling is totally different from what you are seeing. And as sad as it is different. Everybody is jumping ship. Now, there was a recent picture we saw Davido's uncle, who is a PDP governor, with Davido and Davido's father, with the president at Aso Rock. Is Davido's uncle defecting to the APC? And even though he's not defecting, does that one not look like who is going to work for the president? At least to let APC win Osun. Obi needs more than, people like him. But he needs more than, he just needs to get, like a credible platform, a good platform to run. That is what is lacking, because that is even what made him, the little setback he had in 2023 is just because he was not even in like a solid political party at that time. If somebody like Obi had come out under PDP, maybe he would have stood like a better chance. Because even with the, although he came third, but he wasn't that third that is in 100 and something. He was a third that had 2 point something million votes. Atiku Abubakar had also 2 point something million votes too. While Tinubu, I think, had 3 point something or so. So it's not like they actually gave him that much gap. For somebody who was in a party that is unknown, he did well. So that's why I'm saying that this time, Then they even they didn't take him serious. They didn't see him coming. Now they now know he's a force. Tinubu, Obi that could win Lagos, that is controlled by Tinubu, they really underrated him that time. But this time they are not. So that's why, if the way he prepared 2023, he should prepare times 4 this time, because now they know what he's capable of doing. So they are prepared. That's why every state is closing the gap and forming their alliance with the APC. So the alliance that Atiku, El-Rufai, and Obi is forming, let's say it. Let's say it. Maybe then people will now say, okay, with the little personal likeness people have for Obi, and then you present a front that looks like, that looks like you guys are ready for this, political fight, then people can now start, working for you people, or then start aligning with you, with your vision, with your, what you're bringing to the table. But for now, we're just looking, because whether I like it or not, APC is more prepared than any political party ahead of 2027 that is still 2 years away. They are the ones even like preparing like there's something at stake. Meanwhile, the other people who really there's something at stake are just sleeping, because hey, they are not even ready to work for their party. So I can understand. Well, it's getting interesting. 2 years is still far away, though it close, but still far for them to start doing something now. So maybe there's a master stroke strategy that they have. So it's getting interesting and we are watching. Yeah. But to end this video, now, let's be honest. There is nobody that cannot be defeated. I must have said all this, Tinubu, the alliance that Tinubu APC is doing, but there is nobody that cannot be defeated. If they could defeat PDP in 2015 with all what they had, then APC can be defeated. It's just for you people to strategize very well. Not to sit down on TV and be saying it. Enter, like get your hands dirty. Go to the grassroots. Do the work. They can be defeated. There is nothing, like I said, there is no one that cannot be defeated. They can. You have to just do the work. Election is about plan and strategy. That's it. So, like I said, they removed PDP. APC entered. You know the kind of alliance that APC did or formed to remove PDP. So that's why I'm saying there is nothing that is impossible. APC can be removed, but not with mouth, not with just sitting down. So do the work. And by the time you guys get serious, Nigerians are watching. You might be surprised they will align with you people if you form a credible alliance. If PDP does not want to do their work, some other people can come out and do the work. It doesn't have to be PDP. It doesn't. So yeah, like I said, it's getting interesting. We are watching, and maybe El-Rufai and his team know something that we don't know, have a plan that we don't know, and we're all here for it. We are all watching. We are all waiting to see how this whole drama unfolds. But if all you have is just mere talk and no strategy, you might as well just start saying congratulations to President Bola Tinubu on his second term in office. Just make peace with that. If all you people have is talk, as sad as it is, if that is all you have, just start saying congratulations. Anyway, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. What do you guys think? If you're someone who follows politics in Nigeria, what do you guys think? Let's talk, in the comment section. Right. Okay, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. I see you again in my next video. Bye for now.